Let's draw a fun cute flying pig. We will start right with coloring, so pause the video and grab a full sketch for easy drawing on my Patreon. But you are more than welcome to draw your own sketch. I'm using Procreate and canvas 9 by 9 inches. For more tech details, see the text below the video. Let's get started. Lower the sketch opacity and create a new layer below. Select a nice pink color and one charcoal brush. Draw the head. Use different brush sizes. Create the new layer above for one ear. Create a new layer and move it below the head. Draw the second ear. Draw also the body with this foot. Create another layer above and draw the front foot. And a second foot in a new layer below the body. We have the main shapes, now we will add a base rough shading. Create a new layer above the body and tap on the clipping mask. Select the dark pink color and medium airbrush. Tap on N here and select the multiply option and opacity to around 50%. Draw a gentle shape. Fix it with an eraser using the same brush. Use the same way for both feet. Don't forget shade for this ear. Now shade inside this ear. I forgot to multiply option here. Now the head. Draw a shade behind the eyes and nose. Very simple, we'll come back to it later. Create a new layer on top and select a slightly different pink color. Draw the nose, hold your pen on the screen to get a more precise shape. Turn off the sketch, tap on the head layer and select the head color. Select my fur brush 5 or any fur brush you want. Draw tiny fur all around. Make your pig super fluffy. If you are having fun so far, try my other fun tutorials, join me on my Patreon and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Use also a brighter color and different brush sizes. Tap on the smudge tool and the wine charcoal brush. Smudge the ends off slightly for a better look. Do the same on the body layer. I'm going to fix this ear a bit. Now draw fur also on the feet. And also on this ear. Turn on the sketch and create a new layer above the nose. Tap on the clipping mask. Select the dark pink color and the noise brush. Draw the shade on the bottom part. Imagine the light comes from the right corner. Turn the sketch off and on as you need. Switch to the bright color and draw on the top of the nose. Smudge it slightly. Create a new layer above, select the very dark pink and medium airbrush. Draw the nostrils. Don't be afraid to use an eraser a lot. Now gently erase the edge of both nostrils. Create like a tunnel or hole look, not just a circle. Hope it makes sense. For even better look, we smudge the entire edge of nostrils so it won't be so sharp using the noise brush. Create a new layer below the nostrils. Select a very dark pink and the noise brush. Draw a stronger shade on the bottom left part. Switch to the very bright color and draw on the other side. Create another layer above, tap on the N here and select the Add option with around 60% opacity for extra shine. Draw around the nostrils and on the top. Also a tiny line around the nose and using a bigger brush size also on a few more spots. Now smudge it slightly. I want to fix it a bit. Take your time and make any adjustments you need. Now the eyes. Create a new layer below the nose, select white color and medium airbrush. Draw the eyes. We are going to fix the shade behind the eyes, so find the right layer. Select the very dark pink color. Turn on the sketch to see the eyebrow lines and draw the shade up here. Then fix it with an eraser. Create a new layer above the eyes, select the dark pink color and my full brush. Draw the eyebrows. Fix with an eraser if needed, and feel free to use arrow tools to change the position or size. Create a new layer above the eyes and tap on the clipping mask. Select orange color and the medium airbrush. Draw a gentle shade on the edges. Now draw using a black color closer to the edge. In a new layer, draw the pupils. An iris in another layer. Select orange color and the noise brush with a small brush size. And also with even brighter and even smaller. Create a new layer and draw white dots using a medium airbrush. For the smile, create a new layer below the eyes, select the black color and the noise brush. Draw a rough smile and also some lines around the eyes. Now, using an eraser, soften it. I like to use an eraser for more precise work. Make any adjustments you need. Draw, erase, and so on. To achieve an even better look, use the magic wand, liquify, and the push option. Take your time here. create a new layer below the nose, tap on the multiply option with lower opacity. Select the dark pink color and the medium airbrush. Draw a stronger shade here. Create a new layer below the eyebrows, select bright pink color and my full brush. Hold your finger on the screen to get the right color. Draw a tiny fur over the eyes on the edge and on the shade line. We spent some time here, so really dive in. Use different tones and brush sizes to achieve a fluffy look and some texture. Smudge it slightly. Draw fur also on the ears. Create a new layer above this ear, tap clipping mask. Select a dark pink and the medium airbrush. Draw a stronger shade inside the ear. Do this also for the second ear. Back to the first ear, create a new layer above the shade layer. Select a very bright color and the Add option for extra shine. Add a touch of light to the ear. Maybe lower the opacity. And smudge it slightly. Tap on the body shade layer, select a very dark pink and draw a stronger shade here. Do this also for this foot in the new layer. Back to the body, in a new layer, using the noise brush, draw a few lines around the feet. Now hooves. Create a new layer above the front foot, select the dark brown and the medium airbrush. Draw tiny cute hooves. Fix them with an eraser if needed. Create a new layer above and tap the clipping mask. Select the bright color and noise brush. Draw some highlights. In a new layer, using my full brush, draw fur over the hooves edge. Now tail. Turn on the sketch and tap on the very bottom foot layer or create a new one here. Draw a cute tail. Now you can put your pig, for example, on the fluffy grass. If you want to learn how to draw the wings, sky backgrounds with clouds, and make your pig super shine with the final round of highlights, join me on my Patreon. Here you can find some inspiration for other kinds of wings, and you can also download some fully prepared backgrounds. You just have to put your own pig here. The link is below the video. See you there!